yoga friends, I'm Sarah Mapes. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's practice is designed around not placing weight-bearing exercise directly into our wrists. Weight-bearing exercise is important. It helps to prevent things like osteoporosis. Common yoga poses such as down dog, plank, and chaturanga load weight directly into our wrists. Many people can't do this because of an injury or arthritis or carpal tunnel or some other medical condition. Part of yoga is accepting where our bodies are today and working with what we have. Sometimes when a part of our body doesn't work the way we want it to, we feel frustrated. Take a moment to feel gratitude for things that your body does well. As we move through our practice today, think about the miracles that take place in your body on a daily basis. Keep that feeling of gratitude with you as we go through our flow. Let's begin in a child's pose. Come to sit back on your heels and stretch your arms out nice and long in front of you, bringing your forehead down to the mat. Begin taking even inhales and exhales. And then slowly shift your arms over to the left side, feeling a nice stretch in your right side body. Take your arms over to the right side, feeling a nice stretch in your left side body. Bringing your hands back to center, shift yourself forward, coming onto your forearms so that your elbows line up underneath your shoulders. Straighten out your legs, lift your chest, finding sphinx pose. Take a few breaths here. Tuck under your back toes and lift yourself up into a forearm plank. And then lift your right leg up off the mat. So now you're in kind of a tripod forearm plank. Breathe into the shakiness. You've got this. Lower your right foot down, lift your left foot up. Bring both legs back down to the mat. Straighten out your arms, bring your forehead down to your hands like a little pillow, and rest a moment. Lift yourself up. Place your forearms back underneath your shoulders. Tuck under your back toes and lift yourself back up to plank. This time, shift your weight. Take your left hand and place your hand slightly towards the center of your mat. Shift your weight over into your left side, coming into a side plank forearm variation. You can lift your arm up towards the sky. And if you're ready for more of a challenge, you can lift your right leg up. Take a few breaths here. Coming back to our forearm plank in the center, take your right hand, shifting it over towards the center, and then bring your weight into your right foot, lifting your left arm up towards the center. Left foot can come up too if you want. Even inhales and exhales. Bring your feet down to the mat, forearms back down to the mat. And bring your left knee in, left hand comes towards the center, and then lift yourself kind of like a little mini wild thing, where you lift your right arm up and back. Oh, it feels so good. And then bring your right knee down to the mat. Right hand comes towards the center. Left leg extends out. Take your left arm back behind you for a kind of mini wild thing. And then coming back to center, placing your forearms on your mat firmly and strongly. Come to your forearm plank. Walk your feet in, lifting your hips up, coming into dolphin. Walk your feet back out to plank. Lift your hips, walk into dolphin. Walking out to plank. Walking into dolphin. Take a moment to hold your dolphin. Even inhales and exhales. And then drop down onto your knees, coming up to a seated position. Take a gentle twist towards the right. And as you twist, as you inhale, think about lengthening your spine. And as you exhale, twist a little bit further. Come around to the left. Same thing. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Come back around. Let's do a little seated cat-cow. I'll show it from the side and from the front. Take your arms, and as you exhale, round your spine. Pretend that you're holding a big beach ball. And then inhale, lift your chest. Bring your arms back. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. From the front, exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. So you get the motion of cat-cow that works your entire spine without bearing weight on your wrists. And then make your way up to standing. Ground down firmly with your feet. Spread your toes. Feel into all the parts of your feet. Inhale, lift your arms up to the sky. Take hold of your left wrist if that's uncomfortable. Take hold of your forearm and pull it over towards the right, feeling a nice stretch in your left side body. Coming back through to center, take hold of your right wrist. Again, if that's uncomfortable, taking hold of your forearm and reaching out over towards the left, Feeling a nice stretch in your right side body. Come back to center. Bring your hands down to your sides. Step to the front of your mat. Step your right foot back, finding warrior two. So the heel is lined up with the middle of your back foot and your knee is stacked over your ankle. Roll your shoulders back once. Lift your arms. Reach out as far as you can, going in both directions. Looking out over your left fingertips. Feel strong. Feel your inner warrior. Bring your left arm down to your left thigh. Right arm comes in front of you, reaching out as far as you can towards the side. And then if you'd like more of a challenge, lift your left arm up in our extended side angle. And then leaving your legs in this position, come into a reverse warrior. Gaze is up towards your left fingertips. Straighten out your left leg. Reach your left arm out as far as you can. And bring your arm down in front of your ankle, reaching towards the floor. Bring your right arm in front of you in a big circle, lifting your arm up so your shoulder is slightly behind your hand for side triangle pose. Even inhales and exhales. Coming up, turn your left toes in and your right toes out. Reach out as far as you can towards the right. And then when you've gone as far as you can, bring your hand down to the inside of your right foot. The left arm comes in front in a big circle. And then your fingers come up towards the sky with your shoulder slightly behind your arm. Take your gaze up to your left fingertips. Even inhales and exhales. Bend your right knee, coming into reverse warrior. Take your gaze up to look at your right fingertips. And then coming into Parsvakonasana, our extended side angle. Your right arm can come down to your right thigh if that's more comfortable. Now lift yourself up into Warrior Two, our Virabhadrasana 2. Take a moment and roll your shoulders back. Take your gaze out over your right fingertips. Pretend that someone's pulling your hands in both directions. How far can you reach? Straighten your right leg. Turn both feet towards the side of your mat. Step your feet together at the front of your mat. Step your right foot back to a high lunge. Our heel is lifted. Your left knee is stacked over your ankle, and lift your arms up towards the sky. Our hips are both facing forward. Back leg is straight. Remember to breathe, even inhales and exhales. You can either leave your arms here or bring them to heart center. We're going to fold forward and move into our left leg for Warrior 3. So shifting forward, lifting your leg. Find your drishti, your spot to gaze at. Somewhere that will help you to keep your balance. And then as you lift up, see if you can bring your right leg into tree pose without bringing your foot down to the mat. Find your drishti, your spot to gaze at. Maybe you leave your hands here at heart center. Maybe you lift them up towards the sky. You get to decide. Feel strong, feel grounded. Feel the growth that comes up from the ground and out towards the sky. Bring your hands to heart center. Place your right foot on the mat. Spread your toes, ground down firmly. Lift your left leg into tree pose on the other side. Find your drishti. And then as you fold forward, take your left leg back behind you for Warrior 3. Feeling into any wobbles, you've got this. Bend your standing leg and with control, step your left foot back, lifting your arms and finding high lunge. Hips are both coming forward, back leg is straight. Your front knee is stacked over your ankle. Step your left foot forward and bring your hands to heart center. Beautiful. Okay. Grounding down firmly with your feet. One more little balancing posture. Look forward in front of you. Find your drishti, your spot to gaze at. And rise up onto the balls of your feet, lifting your hands up to the sky. Even inhales and exhales. Lower your heels down. Take a wide stance. Bend your knees. Come down to find Malasana, our yogi squat. Maybe rock back and forth from side to side. Let your tailbone feel heavy. Let it sink down towards the earth. If this is uncomfortable on your wrists, you could cross your arms one over the other. Find what's comfortable for you. And then bring your bottom down to the mat. Lift your legs out in front of you. Bring your back, but lengthen through your spine, finding Navasana, our boat pose. I'll turn sideways so you can see what this posture looks like from the side. Feel strong. Slow, regular breaths. Maybe you straighten one leg out, then the other. Maybe you straighten both legs out. And then lower down. Place your left knee on the mat in front of you and take your right leg across the top so that your knees are stacked. If this is really uncomfortable, you could straighten your left leg out directly in front of you. And then walk your hands forward, maybe coming back onto your forearms in a forward fold. Lift yourself back up and take the opposite crossing with your legs. So this time your right knee is on the mat, left knee stacks on top of it. Your feet are out to the sides. You can rearrange yourself so that you're sitting in between your feet. And again, if this is uncomfortable, you could straighten your right leg out so that it's directly in front of you. Walk your hands out, coming onto your forearms in a forward fold. Lifting back up to a seated position. Take your legs out to the sides. Well, actually, left leg out to the side. Right knee, your leg is bent, so it's like a lateral Janu Shirshasana. Take your right arm out overhead, reaching towards your left toes. Maybe they reach, maybe they don't. It's all good. Wherever you are at today is the right place to be. Lifting up, taking your right foot out to the side, left foot comes in. This time reach your left arm out towards the right, reaching towards your right toes at any rate. They may or may not touch. It's all good. And you may touch on one side and not on the other. We're going for a side stretch. Coming back up, lay down on your back for bridge pose. You may want to place a block between your legs and you may not. It's not really a big deal one way or the other. Coming down onto your back, I happen to have a block handy, so I'm going to place it here to keep the placement between my legs where it's supposed to be. I'm working on that. Lift your hips up towards the sky, as high as they'll go. And slowly lower down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Take your block out if you happen to use one. Take both knees together over towards the left side and turn your head towards the right. You can close your eyes in the supine twist if you like. Totally up to you. Bringing your knees through center, take both legs over to the right side, turning your head towards the left. Again, your eyes can be open or closed. Bringing both legs to center, hug your knees into your chest. Maybe rocking back and forth across your spine. Take your legs out long in front of you. Arms come out to the sides, palms facing towards the ceiling. Close your eyes. Let your face soften and relax. Let your shoulders and your torso and your arms relax. Let your hips and your legs and feet soften. Slowly start to bring feeling back into your fingers and your toes. Roll over onto one side. And gradually make your way up to a seated position. Bring your hands over your heart. Let's end our practice with one big releasing breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out the mouth. Bring your palms together. Take a moment. Acknowledge the miracle of your day-to-day life. Every moment matters. Every moment counts. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope that you liked this practice. If you did, hit it with a like, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment down below, and let me know what you'd like to work on. I would love to put something together and do it. I'll see you again on the mat soon. Thanks.